Welcome, my friend. I'm Deirdre with Soul Enhancements, and I'm so glad you're here. Before we explore anything at all, let's begin by arriving right here in the now, together. Take a moment to let your body settle. You are good exactly as you are. There's nothing you need to do right now, nothing you need to see clearly, nothing you need to imagine correctly. Simply notice that you are here. If it feels comfortable for you, you may gently close your eyes now, and if you prefer to keep them open, simply soften your gaze and let your attention turn inward. Let your breath find its own rhythm. You don't need to change it. It doesn't need to be faster or slower. Just allow it to move as feels right. As you breathe, gently bring your awareness to your body. Notice where you feel supported. The places that feel steady or even neutral. This is a space of choice. You are always in control of how deep you go. You may pause, adjust, or return at any time. In this series, we're not forcing anything. We're allowing what already knows you to meet you. You may experience sensations, emotions, images, movement, or simply a quiet knowing. All of it is welcome, and all of it is valid. When you are ready, allow yourself to soften just a little more, and let's begin. Gently now, allow your awareness to drift into a wide open meadow. You don't need to create it perfectly. Just let it come in. Let it form in a way that feels easy for you. Notice the openness around you. The way the land stretches out softly in so many directions. The sky above, the earth below, spacious, unhurried. Take a moment to simply be here. Feel the ground beneath your feet. It is solid, supportive, so alive in a quiet way. You may be aware of the green of the grass, or the way light moves across the land. Perhaps you notice a soft breeze passing through this space. Let your body take this in gently. There is nothing you need to do here. Nowhere you need to go. As you look around the meadow, you begin to notice a small circle of crystalline rocks nearby. They rest naturally on the earth, as if they've been there for a very long time. The crystals don't sparkle brightly or call attention to themselves. They simply are. Take a slow breath in and release it. And when it feels right, move towards this circle. Notice how your body feels as you move. Unrushed, grounded. You belong here. Step into the center of the circle and allow yourself to sit down within this sphere of energy. Feel how the crystalline stones surround you gently, creating a natural boundary. Not a barrier, a container, a place of safety. These stones are here to support stillness, to hold the space quietly while you rest. Take a moment to notice how it feels to be seated here, supported from below, surrounded without being enclosed, safe to soften. Allow your shoulders to relax down. Let your hands rest easily. Your breath move naturally. Spend a few breaths here. In and out. In and out. In and out. Simply sitting in the circle of crystals, allowing your body to arrive fully and to feel. Nothing needs to happen yet. This is the beginning. As you sit within the circle of crystalline stones, you may begin to sense a presence. Not outside of you, not approaching, just becoming noticeable. You are no longer fully alone. It may feel like a quiet weight behind you, or a steadiness beneath you, or a widening of your awareness beyond your usual edges. There is no need to look for it. This presence is not arriving from elsewhere. It has always been here with you. What's happening now is that it is being allowed to express, allowed to show through. This is your giant self. Not a character, not a role you play, a part of your whole. An aspect of you that knows how to hold scale, time, and presence without effort. This giant aspect may feel crystalline. It may feel rocky, earthen, or mineral rich. It may feel like mountain, plateau, or deep underground. There is no requirement for it to be any one thing. Notice what quality of giantness feels most natural to you. Density, stability, stillness, endurance. Let the form take shape from within, rather than being imagined as appearing from the outside. And whatever does show up for you is perfect. You are not stepping into something new. You are allowing something ancient to stand up inside of you. Notice how this presence relates to your body. It doesn't replace your human form. It doesn't overwhelm it or take it over. It includes it. As if your human body is seated within a much larger field that knows how to be steady without bracing. Feel how your spine responds, how your breath responds, how your sense of space responds. Nothing needs to be exaggerated. This giant self does not announce itself. It does not have to announce itself. It simply is. Stay here for a few breaths, allowing this aspect of you to be felt rather than defined. You are not becoming larger to escape. You are becoming large enough to stay. As you remain seated within the circle, allow this giant aspect of you to become a little more present. Not stronger, not bigger through effort, just clearer, sharper, more defined. You may notice a sense of verticality beginning to form, a feeling of height or depth, a sense that your awareness extends both upward and downward without pulling away from your body. Let that extension happen naturally. Notice how your giant self relates to the earth beneath you. There is no pushing down, no rooting as an action. There is simply contact. As if your presence rests into the land the same way stone rests into the ground over time. Feel how gravity works differently here. Energy settles instead of scattering. Thoughts slow without being suppressed. Your body knows where it is. Now gently notice how this giant aspect holds weight. Not just physical weight, but emotional weight. Mental complexity, responsibility. Notice that nothing is straining. This form does not need to tense to carry weight. It distributes it. Let yourself feel what it is like to be large enough that nothing tips you off balance. You may begin to sense the texture of this embodiment. Perhaps there is a mineral quality, a density that feels solid and reliable. Perhaps there is an earthen quality, warm, dark, supportive. Perhaps it feels layered, similar to the earth, like sediment built slowly over time. There is no need to label it. Your giant self knows exactly how it is made. Allow your awareness to move slowly through this form. From the base, up through the legs, in to the center of the body. Notice how the core feels so solid here. There is no guarding, no armoring. The center is naturally protected by scale. Let your awareness move through the shoulders, the arms, the hands. Notice how little effort it takes to be present in this form. Nothing is being held up artificially. Everything is aligned. If your breath changes, let it. If your breath stays the same, that is fine too. This embodiment does not require regulation. It is regulation. Notice how this giant self experiences stillness. Stillness here is fullness without movement. Even when nothing is happening, there is no sense of absence. You are here. You are held. You are so much more than sufficient. If at any point your mind tries to analyze or define this experience, gently return to sensation. The spiritual rarely works well for defining. Return to feeling. Feel the weight, the contact, the scale, again and again. Now begin to notice how this embodiment includes your human life, your relationships, your work, your listening, your presence with others. Sense how this giant self knows how to remain steady while engaging with the world. It does not withdraw. It does not harden. It stays. Let that awareness settle into your spine, your posture, your way of occupying space. You don't need to be in this giant form to carry this consciously. This form knows how to remain available without effort. When it feels right, allow the embodiment to soften slightly. Not shrinking, not leaving. Simply integrating into a supportive layer of your awareness. As if this giant self has taken its place behind you, beneath you, within you. Available whenever you need steadiness, present even when you forget. Rest here. As you remain in this embodied giant awareness, notice the space around you. Once again, become aware of the meadow, the air, the distance between things. Nothing presses in. Notice how the space responds to you now. There is no need to claim it, no need to define it. It naturally arranges itself around your presence. You don't need to make room. There is already room. Notice how your giant self occupies the space without effort. You are not filling it. You are not dominating it. You are simply present enough that nothing needs to compete. Let yourself feel what it is like to belong where you are without shrinking, owning your space simply because you are. Nothing asks you to step aside. Nothing asks you to justify being here. You deserve to be here. You are a giant in form and kind. Notice how this presence feels in relation to movement. You are already positioned. Your giant self knows how to remain steady even as life moves. Notice how sound moves through this space, not loud, not demanding, simply present. Feel how your awareness does not chase around and sound does not interrupt you. Now, gently notice how this embodiment affects your sense of ownership. Not ownership as control, but ownership as belonging. This is your space because you are here. You do not need permission. You do not need to negotiate. Your presence is enough. You don't need to prepare yourself. You don't need to armor up. You simply arrive. Rooms recognize you. Conversations settle. Not because you try, but because you are large enough to stay present. Now, without changing anything, allow your attention to drift inward. Notice the rhythm of your breath. Not the breath itself, but the space around it. The way the inhale arrives on its own. The way the exhale releases without effort. Your nervous system recognizes this pace. It knows how to rest here. Notice your heartbeat. You don't need to find it precisely. Just sense the steadiness of it. A quiet rhythm that has been carrying you long before you were aware of it. Let that rhythm continue without interference. Now notice the places in your body that usually stay alert. The jaw, the shoulders, the belly, the space between your eyes. You don't need to relax them. Simply notice that they are no longer needed to hold everything together. The giant self is carrying the weight now. Let the muscles receive that information. Nothing needs to be held on. Nothing needs to stay ready. Your system is allowed to downshift without losing awareness. Notice the subtle shifts, the signals of settling, a softening, a heaviness, a sense of warmth, or simply a quiet neutrality. All of these are signs of integration. If the mind becomes quiet here, let it. If thoughts drift through, let them pass slowly. There is no need to follow them. Your body knows where it is. Then notice that this steadiness does not require your attention to remain. It continues even if you forget about it. This is important. You are not responsible for maintaining this state. Your system has learned it. Feel how this quiet strength settles into your baseline, not as effort, not as vigilance, as availability, as the sense that you can remain present without doing anything extra. There is nothing to complete, nothing to seal, nothing to prepare for. Just this gentle settling in to a body that knows it is allowed to be here at the size it already is. Rest here for just a few more breaths. As we come to the completion of this journey, allow whatever you experienced to settle naturally. There is no need to hold on to it, and no need to understand all of it right now. These forms don't leave you. They integrate and become whole with you. Take a slow, easy breath in. Notice your body again, the weight of it, the steadiness of it, the way your body is holding you. If it feels good, gently begin a bit of movement back into your hands or feet. Wiggle your fingers and your toes gently. Let your shoulders soften. Know that you can return to this state or this form anytime you choose. If you'd like, you might reflect quietly after this meditation. What felt familiar here? What felt new? What felt supportive? Thank yourself for the care you offered your inner world today. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes and return to your day, bringing only what feels nourishing with you. Thank you for spending this time with me. If you feel you benefited from our time together, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and come back each Tuesday to join us for a new meditation. I'm Deirdre with Soul Enhancements, and I'll see you again soon. Namaste.